Welcome to How to Manifest Gigs, Power and Fame, the nonsense podcast show where entertainment professionals learn how to strengthen their mindset, sharpen their presence, and build careers that last. Today's episode is How to Handle Demanding and Difficult Coworkers, Part 1, a conversation about how difficult people can impact everyone on the set, interfering with both teamwork and team spirit. Now entering the mic, your entertainment coach and author, Ruth M. James.
Thank you, Andrew, and thank you to my coaching clients, my listeners, and every entertainment professional tuning in today. My name is Ruth M. James, and I am your entertainment goal coach. Several years ago, I wrote a book titled How to Manifest Gigs, Power, and Fame. It became the backbone of my podcast series. For more than 20 years, I've worked in film, television, radio, stage, theater, and coaching. I, too, have seen and experienced the emotional highs, the unexpected lows, the breakthroughs, the heartbreaks, and the moments that change everything. And I know this, you need a space that supports you every single day, not just when things are going well, but especially when they're not. I hope this podcast becomes that space for you, a place where you can learn, grow, and strengthen your career from the inside out. Today's episode is How to Handle Demanding and Difficult Coworkers, Part 1. I will be sharing with you a detailed emotional guide to navigating these personalities with hopefully more clarity and professionalism. Coworkers shape your daily experience. They influence the workflow, the atmosphere, and the emotional tone of the entire production. And when someone becomes competitive, negative, territorial, or disruptive, it can affect your confidence, your performance, and your peace. Why coworkers become difficult? Coworkers rarely become difficult without a reason. Their behavior is often driven by internal pressures, external expectations, or personal insecurities. Let's break down 7 of the deeper psychological issues that can be behind difficult coworkers. 1. Insecurity in the workplace. Many entertainment jobs are temporary. People fear being replaced, overlooked, or forgotten. Insecurity can manifest as defensiveness, territorial behavior, or unnecessary competitiveness. 2. Competition for future gigs. Coworkers may feel they need to outperform others to secure their next opportunity. This can lead to one-upmanship, public correction, or attempts to overshadow you. 3. Lack of recognition. People who feel unseen often act out to gain attention. They may interrupt, dominate conversations, or insert themselves into tasks that aren't theirs. 4. Burnout and exhaustion. Long hours, physical strain, and emotional fatigue can make anyone short-tempered. Burnout often shows up as irritability, impatience, or negativity. 5. Miscommunication or ambiguity. Unclear expectations create tension. When people don't know what's expected of them, they may overstep, underperform, or lash out. 6. Personal stress. People bring their lives to work, even when they try not to. Family issues, financial stress, or health concerns can spill into their behavior. 7. Desire to impress leadership. Some coworkers overstep because they're trying to be noticed by a director, producer, or department head. Their ambition can become disruptive. Understanding the root cause of behavior does not excuse it, but it can help you respond with confidence instead of emotion. Competitive coworkers operate from scarcity. They believe opportunities are limited, so they fight for visibility, credit, and validation. Signs might include interrupting you, taking credit for your work, over-explaining your job, trying to outperform you publicly, or undermining your decisions. Here's how to handle them with strength and professionalism. It's 1. Stay in your lane. Your excellence is your protection. Competence speaks louder than competition. When you stay focused on your responsibilities, you remove yourself from their emotional battlefield. 2. Don't match their competitiveness. Matching their energy validates their behavior and escalates tension. Your calmness communicates confidence and maturity. 3. Keep communication factual and documented. Facts neutralize ego. Documentation protects you from misrepresentation. When communication is clear and written, there's no room for distortion. 4. Maintain professional boundaries. Competitive coworkers often test boundaries to see how much control they can gain. Your boundaries communicate your professionalism and your self-respect. 5. Let leadership see your consistency. Leadership notices composure more than theatrics. Your steadiness becomes your reputation. How to handle the negative coworker? Negativity spreads fast on set. A negative coworker may be complaining constantly, criticizing others, predicting doom or failure, spreading tension, undermining morale. Here are 5 tips to keep in mind on how to navigate them with emotional confidence. 1. Don't absorb their mood. Their energy is not your responsibility. You can acknowledge their feelings without internalizing them. 2. Redirect and reflect. Shift towards solutions or neutral topics. Redirection is a subtle but powerful form of leadership. 3. Limit exposure when possible. Protect your mental space. You don't need to be rude, just selective. By this I mean, be selective with whom you spend time on set with. Acknowledge everyone, but keep your distance from those who could impact your career in a negative way. It is not necessary to isolate yourself from the cast and crew, but be selective whenever you can. If the set is or becomes a difficult environment, think about how you can spend your free time in a more meaningful way. Bring a good book and read during your breaks. 4. Maintain a neutral tone. Neutrality prevents escalation. It communicates that you're not available for emotional dumping. 5. Stay focused on your work. Your professionalism becomes the contrast. People gravitate toward the person who stays grounded. Some coworkers overstep boundaries, giving unsolicited direction, correcting you publicly, or inserting themselves into your responsibilities. Handle them with clarity and confidence. 1. Reassert your role calmly. Clarity is not confrontation. A simple, confident reminder of your responsibilities resets the dynamic. 2. Redirect privately. Public correction creates defensiveness. Private redirection creates cooperation. Keep communication clear and specific. 3. Vagueness invites interference. The overstepper may feel they need to step in and re-explain what you are trying to convey. Specificity protects your workflow and helps to keep confusion and uncertainty to a minimum. 4. Maintain confidence in your expertise. Oversteppers target people who appear unsure. Confidence is your shield. 5. Don't allow public correction to stand unaddressed. Silence can be interpreted as agreement. Address it calmly and professionally. Let's take a short break. I will see you on the other side.
This episode is brought to you by the Entertainment Resource Library, a cinematic membership space filled with workbooks, worksheets, and professional tools designed to elevate your entertainment career. Whether you're navigating set life, preparing for your next gig, or building long-term success, the library gives you structure, clarity, and support. Now back to your host, Ruth M. James.
Welcome back. I want to say a few words about the unreliable coworkers on set. They create stress for everyone. They miss cues, arrive late, forget tasks, or shift blame. Here are some ideas for how to handle them with professionalism. 1. Confirm details in writing. Written communication protects you from misinterpretation. It also creates accountability. 2. Keep your communication clear and time-stamped. Clarity reduces excuses. Time-stamping creates a record of responsibility. It is difficult for a coworker to claim they did not know the call time when you have a notation that you spoke with them the previous day and are able to tell them the exact time and subject the matter discussed. 3. Avoid covering for them repeatedly. Covering for someone creates long-term resentment. It also enables their behavior. 4. Maintain your own standards. Know what you will and will not accept as behavior towards you. Don't let their inconsistency influence your professionalism. Your standards are your brand. 5. Escalate only when necessary. Escalation should be strategic, not emotional. Use it when the behavior affects safety, workflow, or production quality. Aggressive coworkers use intensity to dominate. They may raise their voice, interrupt, or try to intimidate. They will communicate what I call the bully effect. Do not allow yourself to be intimidated. As best as you can, remain confident, firm, and focused. Do not match their energy. Here are tips to navigate an aggressive coworker. Communicate with them with emotional strength. 1. Use a calm, controlled tone. Calmness disarms aggression. It communicates authority without confrontation. 2. Speak in direct, declarative statements. Directness communicates confidence. It signals that you're not intimidated. An example, please remove all of the garments from the stage. Simple, short, to-the-point sentences are more effective than rambling statements. 3. Set clear boundaries. Boundaries protect your emotional space. Decide at the beginning of your relationships what you will and will not allow. By setting boundaries, those around you are aware what you will and won't accept in terms of behavior. Setting your boundaries can communicate self-respect. 4. Maintain neutral body language. Neutrality prevents escalation. It keeps the interaction professional. Raising your voice, getting into someone's face, speak volumes. Try to be as mindful as possible of how you hold face muscles, arms, legs, your body as a whole. If you must leave an area, walk out calmly instead of storming out. 5. Create professional distance. Distance protects your peace. You can be polite without being accessible. By this I mean, it may be to your advantage not to hang out with coworkers on set if there is gossip or disharmony. If there is discord on set, find some place to go to separate yourself from the parties involved. Find a place to clear your head or calm down internally. Make it clear to those in command that if needed, you are available. Aggression loses power when you don't react emotionally. Gossip damages trust. A gossiping coworker may be seeking attention, validation, or influence. Protect yourself by 1. Not participating. Silence is a boundary. It communicates that you're not available for drama. 2. Not sharing personal details. Information is currency. Protect yours. 3. Redirecting conversations. Shift toward neutral topics. Redirection is a subtle form of leadership. 4. Keeping interactions professional. Professionalism creates distance. It also protects your reputation. 5. Staying aligned with your values. Integrity builds long-term credibility. People remember the person who stayed grounded. Finally, let's cover protecting your mental health. This is extremely important on long shooting days or sessions that can take months. Coworker tension can drain your energy. Protect your mental health by 1. Taking brief resets. A few minutes can reset your nervous system and restore clarity. 2. Staying hydrated and physically grounded. Physical care supports emotional stability. Your body influences your mindset. 3. Keeping perspective. Not every moment is a crisis. Some situations require patience, not reaction. 4. Maintaining boundaries. Again, maintaining boundaries protects your peace. When you have a break, instead of engaging in idle conversation or hanging out at the craft truck, do some chair yoga, practice deep breathing, allow yourself a few moments of meditation, journal your thoughts, write a book or poem. Put on your headset and listen to my podcast for encouragement or music. Allow your mind and body time to recharge. Taking responsibility for our mental and physical health communicates respect for yourself and professionalism. 5. Focusing on your long-term goals. Your future is bigger than any difficult coworker. Keep your eyes on your path. Thank you for joining me today. Handling difficult coworkers requires emotional intelligence, clarity, and confidence. When you master these skills, you elevate your presence and your value on every set. I'll see you in the next episode of How to Manifest Gigs, Power, and Fame.
Thank you for listening. Join the Entertainment Resource Library today for just $5 for full general membership or $3 for full student membership. Workbooks, worksheets, and cinematic tools are waiting for you. This podcast is for educational and professional development purposes only. All strategies, insights, and recommendations shared in this episode are intended to support your growth as an entertainment professional. However, your results will always depend on your personal actions, decisions, effort, timing, and the unique circumstances of your career path. By listening, you acknowledge that you are responsible for your own choices, actions, and results. Copyright Ruth M. James.